and a very good afternoon to everyone watching. Welcome to Subsign TV. I will be your host, Brahma Samira. Our topic for today is contraceptive use among adolescents and the role of gatekeepers. Joining me in the studio today to have this discussion is Madam Salamatu Suleimana, a district health nurse from the Ghana Health Services. Welcome, Madam Salamatu.
Thank you.
So nice of you to join us today.
Thank you.
Okay, before we start, I'd like to tell our viewers from home that they can participate in this discussion by leaving their comments in the comment section, and we'll get back to them when the time is right. Okay, moving on. Contraceptives is something we've all heard about as young people, but I think we haven't had enough enlightenment and education about it. So that's what this discussion aims at achieving. Before we proceed, I think it would be better if we ask each other what are contraceptives. Could you help us with that now?
Okay, thank you very much for this wonderful opportunity. When we say contraceptives, contraceptives are things, measures, commodities, or drugs that are used in preventing pregnancy or spacing pregnancy.
Okay. So contraceptives are just measures women put in place in order to prevent or space their pregnancies.
Yes.
Right. Okay. So I think here in Ghana, I like to think we have more than one type of contraceptives. Could you please give us a few of the types of contraceptives?
Okay. So in Ghana, we have types of contraceptives. We have the short-term and then the long-term contraceptives.
Okay.
So I'll start with the short-term contraceptives. With the short-term contraceptives, we have the injectables.
Okay.
The injectables, we have 1 month, and then we have 3 months. That's every 1 month and then every 3 months.
Okay.
The 1 month is known as Norwegianol. That one you take it and then you take it intramuscularly. So the person can be given on the arm or on the buttocks.
Okay.
And then it should be taken every 1 month, 1 month intervals.
Okay.
Then we have the Depo-Provera. That one is taken every 3 months.
Okay.
That one too, you take it on the arm. Then we have the pills.
Okay.
The pills is taken every morning or in the night, depending on the individual who is taking it. It should be every day. You take it, then when it's finished, you continue. There shouldn't be any breakage in the taking of the pills, unless the person decides to stop and then gets pregnant. Then we have the Implanon. That one is the long term. We have the Implanon. We have the 3 years. That one is inserted under the arm.
Okay.
And then it's 1 rod. Then we have the Jadel. That one is 5 years. It is 2 rod. That one too is also inserted under the arm. Then we have the IUD. That one is inserted in the uterus.
Okay.
So that one you need a skilled personnel to insert it. And that one is up to 10 years. So that one is a very long-term method. Okay. It's up to 10 years. Then we have the condom.
Okay.
The condom, that one gives dual protection. It prevents pregnancy, at the same time it also prevents STIs. So for you to be more protected, the condom is the best one to use, because that one prevents pregnancy, at the same time it prevents STIs. So these are the types of condoms and contraceptives that we have in Ghana here, which has been approved by the Family Law Division for use.
Okay. And I guess the condoms too can be used by both
We have male and then female condoms.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Okay, so Madam, so to your knowledge, which age group of women are advised to use contraceptives? Is it used by anyone, or there's an age limit for you to stop using it, or you can just use it till?
Okay. So with the contraceptives, The moment the person is sexually active, the person can use it. So we don't have any age limits. Then immediately the person is sexually active. From as long, now, when you talk of our adolescents, it starts from age 9 upwards. So even if the person is 9 years and then he or she is sexually active, the person can use contraceptive.
Okay, so and there is no age limit you should get to stop using contraceptives?
No, not at all.
Even after menopause, you can still continue using it?
Yeah, after menopause, menopausal women, some of them are having some hormonal issues and then those people can use it. But normally when you get to menopause, the main purpose of the contraceptive is to prevent pregnancy. So at that point, the person can stop using it. But when the person have another intention of stopping STIs and then other things, the person can be using the condom.
Okay.
The condom is also a contraceptive.
Okay, so even
after menopause, you can continue using it, which is the condom.
STIs.
Yes.
Okay. So our main focus for today's discussion is adolescents. So what type of contraceptives do you think is advisable for our adolescents?
Okay. For our adolescents, because of the society, normally we advise them they should use the condom, because with the adolescents, even though we are preventing pregnancy, but STIs too are also there. So the condom, as I said earlier, which gives dual protection. It prevents pregnancy at the same time, it prevents STIs. So that one is more advisable for them to use. Then we also have the pills, the injectables. Every 3 months, they can come and then take the Depo-Provera. Because with that one too, when you take it, nobody will know that you have come to take a contraceptive. You just walk into the service center, then you take your injection and then off, you are gone. Then another one too, abstinence is also part of one of the measures. I forgot. Abstinence is also one of the measures to take in preventing pregnancy.
But it seems now the adolescents abstinence they don't want to get anymore.
So as I said, they were sexually active adolescents. So the condom is more appropriate for them to use.
Okay, so it seems the condom is more accessible to the adolescents.
Yes. Anyway, they can walk into the drugstore, any shop, supermarkets. They are readily available to purchase the condom.
So which of the contraceptives do you think is more effective? Because I think the condom sometimes due to overexcitement can tear and then sperm may still pass into the woman and still possible pregnancy. But so which of them do you think is more effective? That there is no chance of anything going wrong and the woman or the young girl getting pregnant?
Okay, for the contraceptives, all of them are effective. Yes. And then all of them too have their some minor issues. Like, as I say, it depends on the individual. Yeah, but with the adolescents, we will encourage that the injectables. Some of the adolescents prefer the pills. But with the pills, I tell you, if you are somebody who forgets, you miss. Because the injectable itself is also used to reverse infertility. Right? Yes. So with the reversal of infertility, you make the couple to take. They take and then they mix. They take and then they mix. That one helps them to get pregnant. So imagine if you are taking it to prevent pregnancy and you are also mixing it. You see, before you realize you become pregnant. So the injectable is more appropriate for the adolescent aside the condom.
Okay, so the pills, are they taken by the man or the woman or by both of them?
For now in Ghana, it's by the woman.
Okay.
Yes. When you go outside the advanced countries, we have pills for men too. Okay. But in our country here, now currently we have pills for only women.
Okay, thank you very much. Before we continue, I'd like to make it known that Subside TV is a production by Adolescents partnership Savannah Signatures. Okay, Madam Salah, which contraceptive, which contraceptives that we use makes one more informed over the other? As in, like, which one is, I don't know how to put it, how do I say, preferred than the other? Which one is
the injectables. Okay. Is more preferred than the other. Most of our women, even if we put the adolescents aside, our adults, most of them, they prefer the injectables.
All right.
Because you come and take your injection, you are gone. Nobody knows that you've taken anything.
And the injectables, are they painful or
definitely it's injection, so you feel some pains there, but after that.
Okay. So in the use of contraceptives, maybe especially the pills and the rest, is there some kind of an addiction? Because maybe it's a drug, a pill. Do young ladies and women get addicted to them?
Actually, there is no addiction in taking of contraceptives. Yeah. But you get some few people who become addicted to the pills.
Okay.
Especially our post pill. We have post pill.
Okay.
That one we normally don't talk about it because we don't encourage the youth to take it.
All right.
That one is used in emergency cases.
Oh, okay.
You go and then have unprotected sex, then you are ovulating.
Okay.
Yes, then you quickly go and then get the post pill and then take it. But some of the youth are becoming addicted to it. They don't come to the center for the main contraceptives.
Okay.
But after they've had their unprotected sex, then they will rush into the
to
prevent pregnancy, which actually is not the best.
All right.
Yes, because all the commodities have their the drug has its limits.
Okay.
So with the emergency one, the content in it, the content of the drug in it is more stronger than the everyday pills that you have to take. Okay. So if you take today and then you go and take the you have unprotected sex today, you go and take the post pill, then next week you go and take the post pill again. Okay. You see, the drug content becomes higher in your system. All right. And most at times it brings some effects. Okay. Yes, in the near future.
That brings me to our next point of discussion. So are there effects on adolescents for taking contraceptives? Any effects? Because there are drugs, medical procedures, and normally drugs sometimes have effects on the individuals that use them.
Okay. For our contraceptives, what we do is we have something we call medical eligibility. All right. Yes. So before you go to the family planning center for your contraceptives, you meet the health provider. She has to screen you. All right. Even though the commodities will be explained to you, then you will choose the one that is best for you. Okay. After the client has chosen the one that is best for her, then the health provider will now screen the person to see whether the one that she has picked
is the best
for her system. Okay. If it is not best for you, then she will counsel the person again that this one that you've chosen will not be fit for you due to these things that I have seen when I was screening you. Right. So these are the other ones. Choose another one so that we will also talk about it.
So I mean, it's not advisable for adolescents to just ask for help maybe from their friends. You advise them we go to family planning centers for contraceptives education.
Nowadays we even have our school health nurses that goes around the school to give school health. Okay. Yes. And then our health promotion, our nurses, they go and then give health talk about all these things. Okay. So at that place, anything that they want to know, they can find out from the people. The people will even give them education about it. Wow. So the best thing is what may be good for you might not be good for me. Okay. For instance, the Depo-Provera, we have some people when they take it, it makes them grow fat. and some of them too, they
Grow
slim down. Okay. So if I see you growing fat and I also want to grow fat,
I may take
it and then I will slim down. Okay. You understand?
Okay.
So it depends on the individual.
Okay. So how do you think the gatekeepers, that is our parents, opinion leaders, teachers, how do you think they can support adolescents in the use of contraceptives?
Well, they can support them in the essence that since the adolescents are sexually active, the parents themselves have to understand, or the teachers themselves and then the community leaders themselves, they have to be sensitized on the benefits of the contraceptive on the child. Instead of you not providing the contraceptive to the child, meanwhile the child is sexually active. So the child, if you don't support the child in taking the contraceptive, the child may get pregnant and then may decide to abort it. And it can bring a lot of issues.
Okay, thank you. Growing up as young people, a lot of adolescents, they get stigmatized when, their friends, with their parents, teachers find out their own family planning methods and stuff like that. What do you think the same parents, opinion leaders, and teachers can do to curb such stigmatizations on adolescents that go in for it? Like some adolescents, let me say, on platforms like these and in schools, they are taught on how to use contraceptive and like the positive effects, what to do to prevent pregnancy. So maybe some of them may go and use them, but then there is some kind of stigmatization. They are like, hey, this girl's a bad girl, so she'll go in to have sex and she's now trying to prevent pregnancy. And there's some kind of stigma that like they are bad girls because they are using contraceptives. So what do you think our parents and the teachers can do, to curb such stigmatization against those young girls?
Yeah, so the gatekeepers can also give education to our young ones and then the people around us, whether they are parents, those in the house, community leaders, those in the community. Sorry. They can even invite health providers into the community to come and then sensitize the people on the benefits of the contraceptive, so that they will know that instead of stigmatizing against this person, you should rather support the child, because the child is sexually active.
So the adolescents will always
they will engage into sex. So for us not to complicate things, for them to get pregnant, attempting to abort it, to get complications, and sometimes we even lost lives. So they can educate them that this one is the best thing for them, because there is no way we can prevent them from having sex. When they are going out, you don't follow them. When they tell you, I'm going for classes, you don't follow them.
You don't know where they are going.
So it's better you encourage
and not stigmatize them.
Not stigmatize them.
So do you think, let me say, adolescents that are informed and are educated, what do you think are the reasons behind them using contraceptives? What reasons do you think adolescents have for using contraceptives?
The reason they have, what I think, is to prevent pregnancy. Yes, most of them, to prevent pregnancy. And they don't even know that aside the pregnancy, they can get the STIs. Their focus is the prevention of the pregnancy, because most of the times it's the pregnancy that is seen and is being stigmatized by the community. So that's their focus, just to prevent pregnancy.
Okay. So growing up, there have been a lot of misconceptions about the use of contraceptives. Some will say when you take it, and you may become infertile, you may not be able to give birth, and blah blah blah. So many misconceptions and stuff like that. So are these true? These misconceptions, are they just misconceptions, or is there a little truth to them?
They, as you said, misconceptions. They are misconceptions. They are not true.
So there's no truth to using them, may have future effects.
Not at all.
Infertility.
Not at all.
Okay.
As I even said, the pills are used to reverse infertility.
Okay.
You see, and then it has so many benefits. Apart from preventing of pregnancy, it prevents ovarian cancer and then other things. Yes.
So what you're trying to say is there are no negative effects of using contraceptives?
There are no negative effects, unless maybe what the type you are using may not be suitable for your system according to your medical condition.
Okay. So do you think there are any platforms or mechanisms that can be put in place or that should be put in place to educate adolescents on contraceptive usage and stuff like that?
Yeah, I think our social media, we can be promoting the use of contraceptives among adolescents. Even our churches and then our mosques. Yes, we can talk about it so that the children to the adolescents will also have knowledge, more knowledge about it. Because sometimes their friends introduces them to it, and then the friend introducing the person to it doesn't even have more in-depth knowledge about it. But because she's the friend, she trusts the friend, so she will pick it from there. So our social media, our churches, our mosques, our schools, and then other places, public places, we can create a platform for discussion so that adolescents will have more knowledge on contraception.
Thank you very much. So do you have any advice for our young adolescents at home, people watching, any advice?
Yeah. The advice I have for the adolescents is whenever they hear something, they should ask. We have our adolescent carnets in most of our facilities. When you go to the hospitals, the church compound, the health centers, you meet a lot of people. And then even in the school, we have school chef coordinators that you can find out whatever that is bothering you from them. Just walk into the facility, and then whatever that you have, we have the trained personnel that are always there to welcome you, so that anything that is bothering them, they can go and then have more knowledge about it, which will help them.
Okay. Before we end the program, I'd like to ask. Contraceptives are available, and I'm sure there has been platforms and sensitization on contraceptives, how to prevent pregnancies. But yet it seems, I don't know, the pregnancy rates are still going high. I don't know. It's Okay, so if you are just joining us, this has been a very, very educative and insightful program by by Southside TV, by Educans in partnership with Savannah Signatures. So, Madam, back to the question. I was asking, contraceptives, there has been sensitizations and programs like this, but yet the pregnancy rates are still going high. I don't know why it's all this platform sensitization and yet pregnancy rates are still going up.
Okay, so as I said earlier on, most of our adolescents are not having the knowledge about contraceptives. Some of them too have not gotten the opportunity to even access. The accessibility is sometimes the problem. Sometimes the commodities will be in the community, but how the adolescents will access it becomes a problem for the adolescents.
Sometimes they look like when they're going to buy condoms, everyone will be looking at them, hey, this girl wants to have sex, and stuff like that.
If I go and ask about contraceptive, they will know that I'm having sex.
Right.
So because of that, I wouldn't go.
So it means that the problem even comes from society, from the nurse and the doctors at the pharmacy.
Yeah.
When you come to buy, the look they give you even deters you from.
Exactly.
So all of them need to come together, to stop giving those glances and stares. And I mean, we are adolescents, we are sexually active.
Yes. So why not providing them when the person comes and even chooses something that you think is not the best, you can counsel the person. Right. We don't even say advice, we say you should counsel the person so that the person will make an informed choice. Right. We don't impose a particular commodity on the person. Right. The person has to choose what she thinks is best for her. Then you, the service provider, will help her to know whether what she has chosen is best for her. So it's coming from our community. Yeah, so until all these people come together, the pregnancy also will happen.
And there's also something I've been hearing, like when they're about to have sex and the guy puts on the condom, there's like it's not sweet and what, and so even the girls want to even tell the guys to put on the condoms and all that. I think it's all the pregnancy rates.
Yeah. They have this saying that when you are taking a toffee and you don't remove it from the rubber, you take it, you will not even have the taste.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, that's what some of them have say. So the adolescents, and most of the times, those who normally get pregnant are the first timers.
Okay.
The first timers, because they don't have any knowledge about it. Yes. My friend has sex. She has told me, it's sweet. Okay. So I'm also going to, curiosity is part of the developmental stage of adolescents. So she also wants to go and then have a feel of it. She goes, some don't even know that they are ovulating. You understand? All these things, the adolescents are supposed to know the cycle of their menstruation. Withdrawal too is also part of the method for preventing pregnancy. So when the condoms are not there and then other things are not available and they think they can abstain from it, if they have knowledge about this withdrawal method, I think that one too can also help them to prevent pregnancy. But all these things, most of our adolescents are not aware of this. So most of the times you see that those who normally get pregnant are the first time, I did it only one. How come I'm pregnant?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, Madam Salamatu. Okay, we have come to the end of today's discussion. It's been educative, interactive, and very, very insightful. I think our advice for adolescents and everyone watching is contraceptives are available. They are there, pharmacy shops, in the hospital. Just walk into a pharmacy shop, and you shouldn't feel shy or have the notion that they'll glare at you or there'll be some back talks about you. You should just walk in confidently because you want to have the sex and you don't want to get pregnant. So I think that's the safest way for you. So I advise you walk in there and then you tell them which one you want. Should it maybe perhaps not be the right one for you, we are hoping the pharmacist or the nurse there will advise you and counsel you on the right method for you. Okay, so for more information, you can call the toll number of She Plus Call Center 0800 001122 or on the short code 5100. There are people there that can direct you to the right family planning center to go, and you can get the help you need about contraceptives and anything else, be it rape case, defilement, or whatever sexual problem you have. You can call on us. Okay, this has been Brima Samira. So I come to you next time. It's bye for now.